Miss Carter, I believe you can play hard. You're supposed to compete. But I believe you can do it without being cheap, and that what you did was a cheap shot.
Chennedy Carter's career was once on an upward trajectory, but the infamous Caitlin Clark incident has shifted the narrative, and not in her favor. Once a rising star, she now finds herself on the outskirts of the league.
Shot clock and Chennedy Carter's eyes tell it all.
When you thought it couldn't get worse, guess what? It did.
There's no line. I'm competing. I'm going to compete. I've already let you know I'm going to compete. If you're going to throw punches first, I'm going to compete. It's all love. It's basketball. This happens in the NBA. Actually, I'm focused on New York now. I'm not really focused on that play anymore. It happened, okay? It's just a basketball. It just happened. Like, it's over with. I don't know why we're dragging it, but we continue to drag a play that happened, and a whole fourth quarter happened after that. Multiple events happened after that, guys, so we just gotta let that.
Chennedy Carter was once seen as the future of the WNBA, a rising star with limitless potential. Drafted 4th overall by the Atlanta Dream in 2020, she quickly made an impact, showcasing her talent and proving she belonged among the league's best. However, her career has taken an unexpected turn, and she now finds herself an unwanted free agent. Once a top prospect, Carter's journey has been clouded by controversy, most recently the infamous Caitlin Clark incident. With questions surrounding her contract status and future in the league, her story has become one of unfulfilled promise and an uncertain ending.
We were talking before the game about the battle she had with Enrique. She goes, it was physical. Carter inside, leans in. That's pretty for Chennedy Carter.
What happened next was unbelievable. As a rookie, she made history by scoring 30 points in a single game, becoming the youngest player ever to do so. With her explosive scoring, quick handles, and aggressive play style, many saw her as a future elite guard in the league. But that's where things took a dramatic turn. The problem? Her talent has always been accompanied by controversy, overshadowing her potential and raising questions about her future.
Played in Los Angeles. In fact, she had just joined the team. She and Kayla McBride were both playing their first games of the season. Cambage off the glass. Cambage to Samuelson, blocked by Westbrook. And then the pass is picked off by
In 2021, while playing for the Atlanta Dream, Carter was suspended indefinitely for what the team cited as conduct detrimental to the team. The details: reports say she had a heated altercation with a teammate during a game, which fractured locker room chemistry. But that was just the beginning. Instead of rebuilding around her, the Dream traded her to the Los Angeles Sparks in 2022. Then, in 2024, came the defining moment of her career, the incident that would ultimately seal her fate.
Carter has hit back-to-back basket. Carter finds Agumake. Nneka with a nice move at the left.
During a heated matchup between the Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever, Chennedy Carter made headlines for all the wrong reasons. Midway through the game, she delivered a hard shoulder check to rookie sensation Caitlin Clark, completely away from the ball. It was an obvious non-basketball play, and just when it seemed like things couldn't get any wilder, the moment went viral. Fans erupted, social media exploded, and even non-WNBA followers were talking about it. Carter was instantly cast as the league's villain, accused of jealousy, poor sportsmanship, and even targeted harassment of Clark. To make matters worse, her own coach refused to defend her, with Sky head coach Teresa Weatherspoon calling the play unnecessary in post-game interviews. Suddenly, Carter wasn't just a talented but troubled player, she was now viewed as a liability. Despite averaging 17.5 points per game in 2024, one of her best seasons, Chennedy Carter faced a shocking reality. The Chicago Sky chose not to extend her a qualifying offer, making her an unrestricted free agent. Normally, a team would at least extend an offer to retain some rights over a player, but the Sky let her walk for nothing. That was a massive red flag. Here's where things get even worse. No WNBA team has shown serious interest in signing her. Carter is an elite scorer, capable of breaking down defenses and creating instant offense, yet no franchise is willing to take the risk. Why? Because teams aren't just evaluating her on-court performance, they're weighing the baggage she brings off it. With WNBA teams closing the door, Carter now has a few options. Many players look overseas to Europe or China for bigger paychecks and a second chance, but even international teams may hesitate to take that risk. If a WNBA team gets desperate mid-season due to injuries, she could land a short-term deal, but she would need to prove she can be a team player. If she doesn't repair her reputation, this could mark the beginning of the end of her career, at just 25 years old. It's wild to think her WNBA future is already in jeopardy, but actions have consequences, and the Caitlin Clark incident may have been the final straw. Chennedy Carter bet big on her attitude and style of play, but the WNBA has called her bluff. Her talent is undeniable. Few players can score at will like she can, but in a league where reputation matters just as much as skill, she's learning a harsh lesson. In professional sports, perception can be just as important as production, and Carter is now facing the consequences of burning too many bridges. From the moment she entered the league, Carter had all the makings of a star. The Atlanta Dream selected her 4th overall in the 2020 WNBA draft, and she wasted no time proving she belonged. As a rookie, she made history as the youngest player to drop 30 points in a single game. With her quick handles, explosive scoring ability, and aggressive play style, she looked like the future of the league. But her rise came with controversy, and the warning signs were there early. In 2021, while playing for Atlanta, Carter was suspended indefinitely for what the team cited as conduct detrimental to the team. Reports surfaced that she had a heated altercation with a teammate during a game, leading to chemistry issues in the locker room. Instead of working through it, the Dream decided to move on, trading her to the Los Angeles Sparks in 2022. Though she showed flashes of brilliance, she never fully regained the trust of the league. Then, in 2024, everything changed. During a high-profile matchup between the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever, Carter made headlines for all the wrong reasons. Midway through the game, she delivered a blatant shoulder check to rookie sensation Caitlin Clark, completely away from the ball. It was not a basketball play, it was a statement. And the moment it happened, the backlash was immediate. Fans erupted. Social media exploded. Even people who had never watched a WNBA game had an opinion on Carter's actions. She was instantly labeled the villain of the league, accused of jealousy, poor sportsmanship, and even targeted harassment. Worse yet, her own coach didn't defend her. Chicago Sky head coach Teresa Weatherspoon called the play unnecessary in post-game interviews, making it clear that Carter was on her own. Despite averaging 17.5 points per game in 2024, one of the best seasons of her career, the Chicago Sky made a shocking decision. They did not extend her a qualifying offer, making her an unrestricted free agent. Normally, teams extend an offer to retain rights over a player, but the Sky let her walk for nothing. That was a massive red flag. And here's the real problem. No team has shown serious interest in signing her. Carter is a dynamic scorer who can break down defenses and create instant offense, yet no WNBA franchise is willing to take the risk. Why? Because she committed the ultimate sin, going after the league's most valuable asset. This isn't just about a hard foul. It's about power,